My name is Talita. I am 43 years old and I'm sick and tired of bosses. You know, it is so much Hispanic people that are so racist that live within my unit. They don't allow their kids to really come outside and intertwine with black people. But some of them do, But me, I personally don't mind because color is nothing to me. Skin color. I'm not going to stay long. I'm going to hurry up. So, if I fiddle and faddle into what's really bothering me, it's going to take a long time for me to get this over with. Now, I'll be back later when I'm more relaxed and more at ease. But for now, I got to talk about this because it's really what's bothering me. I worked for a company and I worked for them for about 10 days. The first 5 days was torturous because number one, I don't like this. Number one, I really don't understand this new working world. What is this? Yeah, I'm cleaning up. I'm doing all kind of things, and I just took a mind break. You know, um, the working world is not the same, and I don't know if this is the working world that Rockefeller intended, the one that's going to be controlled by the rich folks, regardless of your economic status or whatever class you're in. Okay, the Rockefeller philosophy, those philosophy or that type of mind frame, it no longer exists for people that has been through certain situations in life and a couple of situations and be situations after situations after situations. So it's like I'm fed up with this. Like racism. I'm literally fed up of racism. I lost my job because somebody want to lie on me. You know what I mean? When I say lost, lost. Like you're not getting the job back no matter what you do. Just because of the color of my skin. Then our children are going to these schools and they doing whatever they want to do to our kids. Indoctrinating whatever they feel like they should. You know what I mean? It's like, why does my daughter homework have a turkey on there around Thanksgiving time? You know, and I start saying these things, and people are going to be looking at me like something is wrong with me. But in reality, there's nothing wrong with me, and that's how it's supposed to be. The normal one is supposed to be seen as the issue. And who make that? The devil. The devil made it to where people like me that's going to speak up about the truth, he's going to make it to where the person that's listening to what I'm saying is going to be looking at me like I'm the enemy. You know what I mean? So say we're all under mind control by the devil. He's here to destroy. He ain't here to help you out at all. You know, but we got to start telling our kids too to stop allowing the devil to influence your thought like at a young, like we got to start. I wish if somebody would have told me these things when I was this is growing up. This is what raising a child is now. You got to tell your kid about the devil because the devil is real, but so is God. So is God. And good will always triumph evil, no matter what area you take. Good will always triumph evil. I now know that I live in a pigsty. And it's like you live in a pigsty and you just make the best of the pigsty. The pig, I don't know. I used to clean the pigsty when I was in Jamaica, and now I'm living in one. So you just gotta keep it clean until God bless you for you to go on and find you a better place. Because I bought a bike today for my daughter. Yes, on my credit card. And her birthday's coming up. You know, I don't do Christmas. I used to. But after I found out what Christmas really is, I'm like, I'm out of here. Um, it's fancy though, but it's a trick. It's a trick. It's like go in your pocket and give me all your money. Yeah, in the name of Christmas. I don't got it. Okay, that's one situation. It's so much things we got to worry about. That's what I said. I said we got to worry about so much things. We got to worry about racism. If I could talk, can I get an amen? Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go is a problem. Everywhere you go. I'm just notorious for no apparent reason. And I'm about sick of it. I'm sick of y'all. I'm tired of people that's not my skin color not liking me because of my skin color, because of the color of my skin. I'm literally tired of that. It's like you don't feel comfortable walking amongst those type of people no more. You know, it's very scary. It's intimidating. Whether you're rich or whether you're poor, you're supposed to be loving your neighbor as you do love yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to like me, and I don't have to like you. Right? Logics, reasoning, common sense, morals. You don't have to like me, and I don't have to like you. But what we both have to do, unfortunately, is to respect each other because we got to cohabitat. Okay? Since we're cohabitating, respect should be our main priority in everything we do. Okay? Now, there's multiple ways that you could show respect. Smile, wave, thank you. Or you could give a compliment or praise. Some people thrive over praises, but I don't. I could care less if my boss praised me. Talita, you sound too confident here. It's not that I sound too confident. Praising me is not going to do nothing for me because I get my reward intrinsically, like meaning it's within me. It's within me. So, I mean, if I'm working with somebody and I feel like they're doing a good job, yes, I'll tell them like, you're doing a good job. But if I don't see it, then what y'all want me to say? Make make up a lie and tell people that they're doing a good job when they really not. Okay, so I'm that type of person. Now, this is the new me. I'm going to tell you like it is. Whatever I see that you're doing, that's wrong. It is up to me. It's not really up to me, but it is up to me to tell you, but it's up to you to take in what I'm saying, take in this information and just go home, get you a little notepad. Maybe I'm practicing for my position at my job. I don't know why I'm going live. Get a notepad and let's talk about this. Let's see. How does a supervisor go into a facility where people been working there for so many years? Like you've been working there for 10 years? Oh my God, how am I going? It ain't nothing I could say to you that could make you do anything better because or different because you've been working here for so long, so you already know what you're doing. I'm not even gonna be worried about you. But then you got those people that's dragging. Okay, class, what letter is this? A, what letter is this? B, go sit over there. No, I did not say that. What letter is that? What letter is this? You don't have to put on a presentation. Just be yourself. However you want to teach these kids, it's up to you. However you want to teach these children, it's up to you. Okay? We're all adults. We're all adults. That's what I would really say that. I mean, practice it for my speech. We're all adults. Okay? So let's just do things that adults do. So let's clearly define what are some things that adults do, if you may. Do you have a suggestion? What are some things that adults do? Oh, excuse me. They do what? They respect each other. Oh yes, that's a good one. I really like that. I really like that. That's a very good idea. I think that is it's a brilliant idea that we have to respect each other. If we don't respect each other, then we're not going to be able to work together peacefully. Good. We're done with that statement. What are other things that adults do? They do the things that they're responsible for doing. Like nobody don't have to remind you. Like, hey, don't forget that you're supposed to be the one that's going to be doing large group this week, the whole week. Why do I have to remind you? I said the whole week. It's so simple. No, that's not how you say it. Okay, so who's responsible for what? That's the question I need to start off with as somebody that's going into lead. So what delegate responsibility, like, yes, responsibility, delegation, responsibility, delegation, delegation. Now, you got to remember that this is a team effort. So if we don't work together as a team, then this whole thing is going to crumble, whatever it is that we're trying to do here. And I mean, we're going in a positive direction. Okay, so if we're not being responsible, then everything else falls below ground zero, and we fail as a group. My goal is to be successful in the teaching field, and it's trial and error. Okay, so the goal. What's your goal? And mine is just to be successful. Okay? That's my goal. My goal is to be successful in the child development field in this era. Meaning, these kids are not the same, and y'all know that. Stop looking at me like something wrong with me. Y'all know that these kids is not the same. Their brains is not the same. I don't care what nobody say. Every job I go to, they say the same thing. These kids, after COVID, something happened. Okay, so period. We should be getting $40 to $50 per hour. But I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that. We're just gonna chill on that. I'll take the 20 to 25, whatever. But just give me the max, cause this is a lot of work. You know, my responsibility is large. It might, I don't know if it looked like it's just something real simple, but I'm going to have a lot of responsibility. We talking about DRDP, ASQ, ASQSE. We talking about confrontation with the parent. We talking about keeping your peace. We talking about chilling. We talking about raising these kids right. What you mean? Pay me my max. You tripping. Come on, yo. What you going to do? 25. Yeah, that's right. Then you go in there. You have that conversation. My responsibility, my goal, from what I'm looking at, the one day that I came in, I saw that you want the business to be successful. I saw that you want everybody to do everything they're supposed to do. Not what they're told to do, because you're not that type of boss, but what they're supposed to do without having to be micromanaged. Okay, so we trying to avoid micromanagement. Okay. All right. Because micromanagement is actually a good thing, but it's also very dangerous, especially when the person that's being micromanaged don't even know that they're being micromanaged, and they just feel uncomfortable out of nowhere, because you know exactly what you're doing. You're manipulating this person's mind, so you're being an evil boss. Okay. Now, these are things that happen to me while I'm working, so I can speak on that. I'm not going to mention no name, by the way, but I'm just saying. Now, if I have to ask you, am I being micromanaged? Then evidently I am being micromanaged, and therefore you're going to have to back up. Because now I'm not saying that I don't know what I'm doing. Now it's between your degree and me. It's my degree between against you. So we don't want to get in between the degrees. Like, you have a better degree than me, so um, you know, I should respect you this way. No, everybody is equal, whether they have a master's or not. I don't care. If you even got a certificate, you're important. You probably more important than me, because you just coming in the door, fresh, fresh meat. You know what I mean? All right, so that's better than nothing. A certificate is literally better than nothing. No type of credential, believe it or not. All right, then you gotta try to avoid micromanagement. What are the goals? Responsibility delegation, medication, medication. These are things that I'm gonna need my boss to talk to me about. So I'm kind of like preparing myself mentally for this conversation, whether I get hired or not. Because it's like when I'm in my job, when I'm doing my job interview, I have a serious problem with my memory. Like, it's like, don't we're not gonna work with you right here, cause we know you're gonna get this job. So, nah, cause once you get up in there, cause let me tell you, I went on my job interview and I went to work for this company for one day, and I already saw the mistake that's going on. So what I'm gonna do as a lead now is I'm gonna actually not really. So I'm not gonna go in there and be like boss up, But I'm just saying, it's like you can't really be the laid back teacher anymore, because now you're moving up a notch. Okay, you trying to do something about poverty and racism. So this is personal for me, as God knows. You know what I mean? So I'm up against something, because I got to worry about the devil, my neighbor not loving me as they should, the manager. I bought my daughter a bike for her birthday, like I said, and he already telling them that they can't ride the bike on the little area right there. They could only go in the backyard or in the play area, which is fine. Which is fine, but all summer long I see other kids just riding their bikes all around the corridor. So he got a beef that he want to pick on. He wants to pick on me. So that's fine. It's okay. If the manager of this apartment unit wants to come and pick on me, he could continue to pick on me and my children, because God is in the mix. I don't got nothing else to say. I dropped that on God, on West Side God, yo. I'm tired of this man picking on me and my damn kids. Well, get them out the way then. Move from over there. That's what he said to me one time. If you don't like what you see what's going on, then find somewhere else to live. Or something sarcastic. And where was he on camera saying that? So it's like I'm up against a lot of things. Then my bills, then I got Bank of America suing me. Then because of COVID, I lost my job and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because of COVID, it's like everything because of COVID. Like, we're all suffering because of COVID, by the way. Aren't you suffering? Didn't you have to lose something? Didn't you have to give up something for COVID? And they still want us to make our payments on time. Every payment that y'all make, it needs to be on time. Whether you done been affected by COVID or not. If not, we're going to report you to the credit bureau, and then we're going to make it more difficult, because then after your name get reported to the credit bureau or the credit company or whatever they are, then you're not going to be able to get no apartment. You're not going to be able to get no house. Your kids, and then it's slavery all over again. So is that right? Living in a democratic country. No, there's no freedom here. Drop the mic again. Drop it. Drop all the mics. There's no freedom in America. On God. And you speak up about injustice, you speak up about racism, you speak up about anything, they come and try to wipe you off the planet. Why? What are you going to get for destroying somebody that's going to save even you from this wicked world? What are you going to get? Your family's not even going to be able to live here in peace. Aren't we going to stop this racism crap? Aren't we going to put a stop to this? Like, when are we going to stop this nonsense? That's what I would like to know. Isn't it rhetorically dumb? I mean, can't you see that by now? No, I can't see it. Only thing I'm looking at is how evil my bosses has been to me. If I'm to go to God and talk to God about all these jobs that I done had, God himself knows exactly why I lost them. All of them. All the one that he told me, drive my car this and this, and then reach here, and then you're going to be met by racism. And when I got to the store, I was met by racism, just like God said. Okay, so racism is still here on this planet, and God knows it. Not only do God knows it, the people that's living here knows that this racism is still here. No matter how you're trying to decorate it to make it look like it's not here. Oh, we give everybody an equal opportunity. That's a lie. In tokenism way, equal opportunity is tokenism or money. If you don't have no money, you ain't gonna get equal opportunity, boo. So what part of this am I living? Am I in the matrix? Am I somewhere where I'm not supposed to be? Am I supposed to be in 2023 right now? I mean, what's going on? Shut up, Talita. Nobody watching your stupid live. Just shut it up. Let's have a discussion about Israel. Wrong country. I don't know who this man is that died over here in America, holding this flag with the blue and the star and the little circle, whatever country that is. If it's Israel, somebody shot. Ooh, I can't even talk. He fell back, hit his head, and bled to death. What are we doing as humans? Have we really lost our minds? It appears as if we're completely losing our minds. So somebody got to come and say, people, as a nation, I stand here with God. We got to come together as one. Unity, or else we're all going to die. And that's it. You don't listen to that, that's on you. When you die, you got to talk to God. I don't got nothing to do. Can't say I didn't tell you the message. Cannot say I didn't relay the message. I did. And this is what I was afraid to say. All 3 years I've been crying on social media, I've been afraid to say this speech right here. And I finally said it. And nobody's watching my life. But God is. God is. God is watching me right now. I can't see God. But we need to get along. This is getting out of control. So many people should not be literally dying because of hate, because you don't like me because of the color of my skin, or you disagree with my philosophy. It's okay. I don't have to agree with what you got going on. But we could work together, though. for this beautiful. Everybody should get White House picket fence dog. Everybody should have the American dream, not just some people, or not just the entrepreneurs. And I'm like, am I ever going to get it? I'm sitting here working. I stay out of prison. I stay away from trouble. I don't really go and bite nobody in the back. I'm practicing love, and I can't get a big house with white picket fence and a dog on the hill somewhere. Just me and my children in my sanctuary. So for that, I'm grateful for this little whatever this is, this little box that I'm living in. It's better than nothing, I could say. Oh God. I don't deserve to live in this box, but this is where I'm at for now. So God is going to bless me for me to be up out of here, but it's just a matter of time. And with the manager picking on me, I just want to go now. Like, I've been right here for 13 years. That's enough already. This is too much. You know what I mean? And when somebody's racist, and I know that they're racist, there's nothing that person could do to convince me or to tell me that he or she is not racist, because God put that inside of me for me to see it. So you cannot. That's something that I can't, unless God is just misinterpreting something that they're releasing. They release a chemical, I believe. These people that are racist, they release a chemical, because when you do loving things, a chemical is released, and when you do hateful things, that chemical is released. So the way how God probably set it up is like, when that chemical get released, maybe somewhere telepathically, somebody that he sent on this earth to sense or to know who's racist, or to separate the truth or justice or whatever it is, those people know people that are racist, because that's how God make them to be. And it's nothing nobody could do. Like, no matter how much y'all looking for this gene, there's nothing y'all could do, because God send people to this planet just for times like these. Like right now, COVID. Why are we living like this? This is the time for people to rise up and start speaking about injustice and get along with your neighbor. And we can't even do that. I need some water. We're just going to allow these people to continue bury us deeper and deeper into none of our rights, to where we're not going to have no rights at all. And then how do you feel, Talita? I feel completely powerless, God. If God would ask me how I feel living on earth, I feel powerless. But that's just a feeling, that's just a part of what the devil is going to allow you to feel. You know what I mean? So where can you get your power from? Your power it's within. It's from inside of me. But it's like, how do I activate my power? You have to really bypass everything that you've been through. Like, you have to put every negative experience you've been through from your past, and kind of wipe out all that memory. Like, go to God and ask God. Like my molestation, I ask him, erase it. I don't need to remember what happened to me when I was a kid. That was when I was a child. But people remind me of it. Anyways, it's just a lot of stuff that I'm talking about. And I'm pissed off because I'm disappointed in the working world. I just got my degree, got my AA and my BA, and I've been trying to basically inject myself into the working field, the modern working world, and it's not the same. The people are weirdos. They're evil. Some of them. Some people are advertising on radio station that's not really the job that they're explaining to the parents, is not really what's going on. So when you send your child to a school, you're actually sending them to like a zoo. You're sending your children or your child to a zoo, because Most of those places now, they're understaffed. They're understaffed. So, do you want to send your child somewhere where they're understaffed? No. Why are they operating understaffed? That's one question that I would ask the school district. Why are they operating understaffed when you know that you're short staffed? Why are you still physically operating? That is a danger to the children that you're serving. That's not good. But then again, it's like, man, the parents got to go to work. So if they don't have no babysitter, they're not going to be able to. So what's this mess that we got caught up in now? We are in some deep stuff. Rockefeller wanted us to go get up and go to work like we're mechanical machines. Yes, that's their philosophy. But is that the philosophy that we all should be living? Uh-oh, it's time for me to go. Is that the philosophy that we should be living? Is that correct? Should we just... I know that I have to go to work. What's your work schedule? Every day, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5? Yes. Okay. What time? Do you get any break? I don't know if I'm getting my break today. Stuff like that I went through while I was working. I'm like, can I get a break? Let me check with my sister to see if you could get a break today. But you want to advertise on some radio station. You're not treating your staff respectfully. You're treating your staff like they're garbage. So you are a force, and you should not be sitting in the community at all, completely. And then you want to treat your employee like they're garbage, like they're nothing. I remember this lady cut her finger while she was in the kitchen, and the lady kept telling her, remember, we have an inspection at 5 o'clock. Instead of stopping to see how bad is the lady bleeding, a little Hispanic lady, Maria, or I forgot, Martha, whatever, Sonia. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, she's bleeding. She just gave me some food. It's a human being over there bleeding that just gave me some food. In my mind, that's what I was thinking. I stopped what I was doing. I don't remember what I was doing. Because I saw the blood. I'm like, oh, state of the art companies don't do that. You got somebody working in the kitchen and they begin bleeding, you immediately stop everything you're doing completely. I don't care who you're on the phone with. You're supposed to drop everything because now somebody drew their blood on your property. See? Doing your work. So when I'm speaking of people, mean bosses, I know what I'm talking about. These are my personal experiences. And what has those things done for you, Toledo? It makes me really sit back and think that this is America that I live in, and these employers have the power, or they feel like they should have some type of authority over another human's life, which they're not God. And God is going to show these bosses something because they didn't touch the wrong one. I'm not the one. I look like an idiot, but I'm not. I just look like one. Looks can be very deceiving, huh? Yes, very much. I'm very intelligent, but I just don't look intelligent, and I don't even know how intelligent I am until actually I've been placed in positions to where I have to actually practice my intelligence. So what I'm doing here is I'm practicing and I'm getting ready for my next move, and I have to be careful, so I'm basically done. So now I gotta go and look at videos about how to supervise the role of a lead teacher and their responsibility and all that, So I'm at that point in my life to where I could say thank you, God, for even though I've been molested, I still came out on top. And if it wasn't for God, I would have never been right here. If it was not for God. Like, God is not real. Stop saying that. Well, God is not real to you, boo. But to me, God is amazing. because he's inside of us. Sometimes I look at myself and I look at my face and I'll see like a different look. I'm like, this is my same face I just saw like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you know. So it's a blessing, and it's also a blessing to know God personally. hmm He will be there for you when you least expect him. He'll just crawl into your struggle, like your life. Like, first of all, we got to get our children's mind together. We got to get our children's mind in the right place, because guess what? They're coming for our children's mind. They don't want nothing else. They want the mind, because once they have the mind, they could control the mind. You see, who is they? Don't worry. They know who they are. And God knows who they are. God is at the top waiting with the paper towel. The little fly with the side. I tell that story on Meta. The fly and the swatter, the fly swatter, the fly flying around, and the guy with the swatter hit the fly. Fly, oh, I'm dead. Right now, the person that hit the fly have somebody above. Okay, so basically, when you're doing something evil and you think you're hurting certain people, in the end, there's somebody at the top that's gonna hurt you. It's called karma. All those people, like right now, the lady lying, she said, I quit because the workload was intolerable. No, I didn't even quit. I said, I don't feel comfortable being here. And then you said to me, did you want to move forward with the paperwork? And I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, I don't know what paperwork you're talking about. But if you say, do you want to move forward, I would probably generalize and ask, what exactly are you talking about? I said, you didn't even give me a chance to explain to you um why I don't feel comfortable working here. And you said to me, it doesn't matter. You don't feel comfortable. So you're telling me, or what are you telling me? Or it doesn't matter, whatever she said. As a manager, as a boss, as a owner, if somebody tell you working for you and it's only been 7 days and they say they don't feel comfortable working for you, you should really investigate and see what the problem is. Not for you to fix it, but just so the next person that come in, it's like, we don't want to create another issue for somebody else to come in here. First of all, y'all had too many cockroaches. Period. I'm allergic to cockroaches. Excuse me? And then nothing. She didn't respond to me. So I even have it in my text. I got it in my text, you know. So now I got to write another letter. You know what I mean? I am so sick and tired of writing letters to unemployment, explaining to unemployment why these managers are lying. Anyways, I'll be back later. I literally got to go. But I'm literally sick and tired I'm tired of, it's like, okay, unemployment, I have to write you this letter again. This is so embarrassing, like why these bosses are behaving like they're stupid. Why they acting so childish? Why they acting like criminals? Instead of, I'm grateful that I have this facility to operate. Let me operate it the right way. I found somebody. After I lost that job, I done found me a better job. Where I'm actually, it's 12 kids, 4 teachers now, 12 kids, 4 teachers. Wait, her, her, 3 teachers, and I'm number 4. I make 4, so it's 4. Even if it's 20 kids in that classroom, it's still going to be a powerhouse, because each teacher will be responsible for 5. And if you have 4 teachers working in a classroom with 20 kids, guess what? On any given day, if one teacher is absent, it doesn't really matter, because you're still in ratio, over ratio at that. So you always want to make sure that you have, but the lead teacher is going to have a lot of responsibility. It's going to be a lot of responsibility on me. Like, I got to make sure I get up and go to work every single day, whether my head hurt or not. That's the responsibility of a lead. And I don't know if I'm ready for that role, but hey, whether you're ready for it or not, it's here. You got to take it. So I got to do what I got to do. And then I got to use what I'm knowing now. I don't know a lot of things like how to deal with these kids and these are different outbursts, so I got to go to YouTube or Google and look that up and see how to, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then I have to worry about my manager picking on me here. I gotta worry about my bills, Bank of America. It's like, bro, like y'all trying to drive people insane, or what y'all trying to do here? Then the car need gas. The rent needs to be paid. Then the people at the rental office is acting like they from another planet. I don't have any balance. Yes, you do. But you just gave me something saying that I don't owe nothing. Well, now you do. This is what they're doing to us over here in the ghetto. It's disgusting. So you feel what? You feel powerless. You feel powerless. But it's okay.